Hello, hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us today. Super excited to be here. My name is Jonah from Teachable. You may have seen me in past live events, but today is an especially fun event. We are sitting down with Paulina, one of our product managers, and we're going to be going through the brand new curriculum builder that we have just fully released. And it makes everything about building a course so much easier. As a creator myself and working for Teachable, I was thrilled to get hands on to this and get to play around with it and be part of the creation process and just saying how much I enjoyed the course creation process. And hop in the comments. Let us know that you're here. Let us know what you're excited about and ask any questions throughout this event. We're here to show it off, but we're here also to answer any of your questions and give you a chance to dive a little deeper into some of the things you're trying to do, what kind of courses you're building, all of that stuff. When we went out as a company to rebuild the curriculum builder, we had a few big pain points we know you all as creators go through. Courses can be a lot more than just text or videos, and more we find creators are trying to create really multimedia experiences for their students. And we wanted to make something that was super easy for you to do that, and also a tool that you can use to help you build the course before you release it as a drafting tool and something that makes everything easier throughout the entire process. So we're really excited to show it off, really excited to answer any questions you have. And Paulina, I'm going to hand it off to you in a minute. Like I said, Paulina is one of our product managers, heavily involved in this project, and is also an avid collector of rare plants. So if you have any questions about the plants as well, ask away. But Paulina, I'm going to hand it over to you and let's dive in.
Awesome. So excited to be here. All right.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'm going to do in the new curriculum builder is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create the outline of my curriculum. So as you can see from the title of my course, this is going to be an introduction to dogs. So my course is going to be about dogs. So my first section, we're going to create that really quickly. And I'm going to go ahead and start creating a couple of lessons. I'm going to create another section so I can create it from using the button at the bottom of the screen. And if you notice that when I create my sections, I am no longer taken to a new page. I'm able to stay on the same page. So if you have your curriculum geared up and ready to go, it becomes a really seamless and quick process. So I've created two sections, my introduction to dogs and my health and wellness. But I actually realized that I forgot a section. And so I want to input a section in between those two. I no longer have to scroll to the bottom of the page, click new section, and then drag and drop it up. What I can do instead is I can click in between each section and create one very seamlessly. So I'm going to add my new section, caring for dogs here. So I showed how to create lessons if you have everything sort of outlined elsewhere. But another way that you can easily create all of your lessons is by using the new bulk upload feature. If you remember the legacy version, you'd have to click on a button up here, you'd upload your files, it would go to your last section, and then you'd have to move them to the correct sections. With this new change, you can click on bulk upload. It's going to open my files. I'm going to pick these three. Give it some time to think. And they're going to automatically upload straight into the section that I wanted to. So each of these lessons now have each of the files that I uploaded. The name of the lesson populates from the name of the asset that I uploaded. So we'll talk more about the new lesson editor, but there's a couple other things that I wanted to show on the curriculum as well.
And Paulina,
So there's
you can easily move a lesson in between sections, right? If you're bulk uploading.
Oh, yeah. So if, I wanted my exercise and training to be an introduction of dogs instead of caring for dogs, I can go ahead and still move that. We haven't gotten rid of any of those features. Same with the sections. If I actually wanted health and wellness to be my second section, I can go ahead and move that as well. There's a couple of new ways to interact with your different lessons on your curriculum. So we've changed the publish and unpublish so that it's a little bit more clear what you're doing. The rest of the actions are still bundled under this kebab menu or the three dots menu. So we have the public preview, rename, duplicate, and delete. But if you're somebody that wants to, do some bulk editing on the go, there's a new way to do that. We have a quick action section here, so I can quickly publish everything within my section. I can also make it available to view for the public. If I want to edit my entire curriculum or more than just a lesson or more than just a section, I can go ahead and click on bulk edit, and I can select what I want to interact with. And then I'm able to publish everything or unpublish it. So everything is public preview or not. I can even rename everything, or I could delete everything. I can also get out of this by clicking clear section or by done. Alrighty. Now I'm going to go into a lesson now that I'm ready to add some content. We'll actually go into this one since it's empty. So I'm going to go ahead and start adding some content. So we have this really motivational message here. You've got knowledge. It's time to share it. If you click on it, it's going to open a new add content panel. So we've we've created some new block types, and we've also bundled them together to find what you're looking for. So you might have remembered in the old version, we had video, but then we had a block called file, and nobody really knew what add file really meant. What counts as a file? What types of files do we support? So we decided to split it out. So now we have a PDF viewer, so something that will allow you to view your PDFs. So when it uploads, you get a preview of what the PDF is going to look like. It's also going to open a settings panel. You can see that it matches the file name. And then you can turn on or off a download link. You'll also see that it uploads on the block itself. And this will allow your students to download the file. I can also upload an audio clip. So I have a dog podcast I want to upload. And same sort of interaction. You'll notice that there's some consistency. I can go ahead and make this available to download or not. We also have something called banner image. So this is an image that is going to take up that entire screen. So I have this nice welcome image here. So same sort of deal, I can make this downloadable or not. You'll also notice that we've added some new accessibility settings to our banner images. So you can add some alt text. So if you have any students that might have some disabilities with their vision, you can go ahead and add some alt text that their screen reader can read. If this is decorative, you can actually toggle this and a screen reader will skip the alt text. And lastly, we have a resource. So these are for the files you want to upload, but you don't necessarily want that preview for. You just want them to be able to download it, have your students just have it on their computer, reference it at another time. So they'll upload as resource. There's no settings that you can toggle here. They're just download links. The only thing you can do is just delete them or move them around. So with each of the different file types, you can actually clicked on the wrong thing. You can actually just easily download that file if you, accidentally deleted it off of your own computer, or you can delete. You can move everything around with the little handle on the left here. And then I actually forgot to upload a video, so I'll upload a video really quickly.
And so this is the one huge improvement I was really excited about, Paulina, is just how easy it is to see all of your content when you're building it. So I know this is a little different than the preview function, but with all the blocks, you can now see it as you're working on it, right?
Yep. Yes, and that is a huge improvement. I think the other big improvement is that you don't need to like constantly refresh the page in order to see your content either. Unlike the legacy version, for example, this video, on the old version, if you uploaded a video, there would be some text that said you need to actually refresh your page in order to see the video player. You can see that it's processing now, and it will actually go through that processing state like on the page. You don't need to do anything additional. You can go ahead and just upload your thumbnail or your subtitles. But yeah, with the new builder, as you add your content, you can kind of just see everything built out in front of you. I think a really good example of this is the new text and images block. Um, we actually have the width of this block be the same width on the student side. So you have a better idea of like what this block will look like to your students. We also have it using the same font and spacing that's on your student side. So I can go ahead and write something out. So introduction, move to normal text. So this is the exact same thing that will be seen on the student side. So it makes it a lot easier to start formatting some of your text. The other thing that I think is very exciting is that you'll note you won't run into that frustration of putting something into your text block and then having it just magically disappear. And the only way you can see what's in there is either by previewing or clicking into that edit mode. This is always going to show up now.
That's awesome. And the preview mode is still how you ultimately see exactly what your students see, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So this is kind of a precursor to preview if you just need an idea of how everything's going to look. But if you want to know exactly how it's going to look to your students, you'll still want to use that preview button on the top right.
Nice.
Awesome. And then a couple other new features that I wanted to introduce was that you probably noticed this outline on the right here. One of the biggest pieces of frustration with the legacy experience was that there was no easy way to go from your curriculum into your lecture, and then into another lecture. There was a lot of like clicking back and forth, back and forth. So we created this outline. So you'll notice that all of my sections and lessons that I created are here, and I can actually really quickly navigate to a new lesson, which
I
makes
know
it
that.
really easy. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, this was just one of the things I was most excited about because it just sped up the process for me like crazy.
I think the
Yeah.
last thing that I wanted to show was just how we updated the quiz builder. Um, so I think prior to the changes that we made, it was pretty difficult to know if how to add a question, how to add multiple answers, and then how to even like save your quiz if you needed to save it. So we tried to make that really clear. I'm going to go ahead and put my question, and I'm going to put in 3 different answers.
I want to know the answer to this question.
So it's actually they like it and it's good for their digestion.
Oh, nice.
So there's a couple of ways to move forward if you want to add a new question. You can go ahead and click done, and it's going to run some validation, make sure that everything looks good. or you can actually keep it in this edit state and you can go ahead and add a new question here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So how many toes does a dog have?
4? Do you count the
Yes,
little
Jonah, you're
nubby
correct.
uh, I'm like, do you count the little
Three,
nubby
four.
thing on the back?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
That's what Google said.
That's
So you don't have to fill out every answer, but if you want to, you can. You can also add as many answers as you want, and you can still select single or multiple correct answers. You can also go ahead and trash any answers that you don't want to keep, but that's all optional. So you can see that I filled out 3. I have 6 open answers. I can go ahead and just save my quiz. Um, on that read only block, it's going to show me up to, I believe it's up to 10 questions and all of the correct answers for my quiz questions. If I click on edit, I can, you'll see that it automatically will just delete all those blank answers, so you don't have to worry about that. We've also made some changes so that if you are on the pro plan or up, you can easily turn on grading. And by turning on grading, you can see that it's set on the quiz. You can also see how many retry attempts there are. You can update this on your course compliance.
nice. So we have quite a few good questions that have come in when you're ready to answer them.
Awesome. Yeah, I can take a look.
Yeah, I'll bring them up here. So, Forward Therapy Solutions was asking very simply, what kind of files can you upload, videos, PDFs? I think it's mostly the same as the past, right? It's just a lot easier to figure out where they go.
Yep. So if you want them to be sort of like interactive with your students, like I showed, let me find that lesson again. So if you want them to be interactive with your students, like the PDF viewer, you want them to be able to flip through it and read through your PDF or listen to the audio or see the banner image. The options that we have are video, PDF, audio, or image. Resource is going to take more file types. So like your zip file types, all of these file types, but those will just be download only.
Nice. Yeah. And then I think this is a great question, and we may have an answer to this. But having created a course, you kind of hinted on this, some of which might be text and pictures created only within the course. Is it possible to back up the entire course? I know you had mentioned you can now within the curriculum view, you can download your content, right? Like if you forgot,
Yeah,
if you accidentally deleted an image off your computer or something, you can download it.
yep, exactly. Yeah, so any files that you can upload will have that download option in that 3 dots menu, so you can just back it back up to your computer.
Yeah. Um, And then it also interesting, having created the curriculum, is it possible to print or export the curriculum for use outside of Teachable? Um, or like if you were going about that, how would you do it?
I think as a best practice, we usually recommend actually creating your curriculum elsewhere and then putting it into Teachable. That way you always have a backup copy.
Yeah. Having been a coach for creators as well, I can say that's really valuable because you can work out a lot ahead of time. But this also something I was really excited about with the new curriculum builder is it makes it much more of a partner in the curriculum building process. So I already have worked with some creators who are now drafting their whole courses in Teachable as well as having a backup. Um, but it made it really easy for them. They were excited about that. And then great question. Can you do all of this on any of the Teachable plans? I know the answer is no, but if you could outline a little more what's available for which plans?
Yeah, great question. So let me go back to my curriculum. So everything on the curriculum page is available to all plans except for the bulk upload. This is only available for paid plans, so that is basic and above. Inside the lesson editor, I believe free plans have a cap of 10 videos, so that includes 10 resource videos, as well as 10 like video blocks. We also have, for quizzes, the ability to toggle on grading and to use quiz compliance. That is also, I believe, gated to pro plans and above. I didn't talk about the upsell block, but this is also something for professional plans and above. And I think that's it. Everything else should be available to everybody.
And we didn't mention the referrals either. That's new, right? To have within the curriculum builder?
Oh, yeah, great question. I forgot that. So referral programs have been around for a year or so. However, it was pretty impossible to find in the lesson editor unless you had set up the referral program already. So we've made it a little bit easier for you to go ahead and set up a referral. So clicking on the referral block, it's going to give you some information about it. So the referral program is word of mouth marketing. You can set up a program. You can basically choose what the coupon applies to. So whether that is for courses, coaching bundles, or everything, how much that referrer will get off and how much can the referrer own. So you can say 20 and 25%. You can also set up like how much of a discount is that friend going to get after being referred. Once again, you can apply it to all products or just some. So we'll do 20% here. And then you can just put some details. So we can say give 20%, get 20%. And then you're going to put in a website. I'm just going to put in a fake one. All right, so we have that set up. So going back here, now that I have that program set up, you can actually add this block. So students can actually refer other students to your course or your school. They'll get a discount, and then their friend will also get a discount.
That's so valuable, especially starting out. Which does it there was another question here that I thought was interesting and is one I've gotten a lot just about Teachable. Um, Once your course is built, will people find it via search or do you have to manually share the link with people, find all of your audience yourself? I wanted to kind of answer this. Teachable is not a marketplace. We are a tool for you to build your course. So you do still have to build your own audience and find people to market to. But there's a lot of resources within Teachable, like Teachable U, the community, Teachable HQ, and tools like this referral that allow you to help build that audience as you grow. And the other advantageous part of that is, unlike a lot of the other platforms that are marketplaces, we don't own any of your content. You own your whole email list, all of your content, and you keep control over all of those aspects. So hopefully that answers your question, Poppy. But it is a great question we get a lot. And then Peter asked a very important question. Are all these changes live now in our existing courses?
They are live. If you log in, you'll be able to see this updated experience on all of your courses. We released last week, so we were out to 100% of schools by Friday.
Hey. And got a couple more good questions coming in. Deborah, this is one we get a lot too. Can I move a video from one course to another, or do you have any recommendations for best practice as far as moving content across courses?
Yeah, there's a couple ways you can do it. Both are probably not super ideal, but one thing you can do is create a course with all of your content in it with those videos, and then duplicate that, and then edit that duplicated course to what you want it to do. The other way you could do it is, if you don't have a copy on your computer, is to download a copy of that video, then upload it into that new course.
Yeah. Um, and then Peter was asking, can we vary the quiz compliance within a course in different sections of the same course?
So the only thing that you can vary is whether or not the quiz is graded. So the quiz course compliance settings are set at that course level. So it's going to propagate down to every single quiz within your course.
But turning graded on or off essentially ties or unties it to the compliance, right? So you could have quizzes
Correct.
that are just for fun or quizzes that actually limit whether someone can continue.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Um, yeah, well, I do want to call out once more just like the outline feature of this and encourage everyone. I love seeing Sage is saying just jumped in and saw the changes. Bonnie is saying, well done. It's nice. Please hop in the comments, whether you're watching live or the replay. Let us know how this is working for you. We love these questions, especially the challenging ones, because they help us figure out what we want to do next and how we're going to improve things next. But hop in there. If you don't already have a Teachable account, you can sign up in the description. There's a link below for a free account. You can start playing around with all of this. We are going to continue to improve the experience. We're always trying to improve the experience, but we believe that these changes made a huge difference in your ability to get in there and actually build a course. And if you need any help with all of the challenges around building courses, building your knowledge based business, don't forget to check out Teachable U. It's available on any paid plan and above. We have a bunch of lessons there. And on our YouTube here, if you enjoyed this event, please like and subscribe. We are bringing more events like this and more videos to help you with all of these challenges. And like I said, like and comment either now or come back and like and comment later. We want to hear all of your thoughts about this and make sure it's all working for you. Paulina, did you have anything you wanted to share before we sign off for the day?
I don't think so. Just wanted to thank everybody for tuning in.
Yeah. My only question is, where can we find this course about dogs?
I still need to do a little bit of prep, but hopefully in the near future. Still got to grow my
Well,
audience.
we'll let you all know when that course is published so you can go take it. And yeah, thank you so much. Once again, if you have any questions, don't forget to go to our community. You can always email support@teachable.com and ask any questions here in YouTube as well. And we'll see you all soon, hopefully, to do more events like this. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you all soon. Thank you so much, Paulina.
Thank you. Bye bye.